Hi everybody, we're here at John Sadler's Auto Repair, and we're doing a timing belt and water pump on a 1995 Geo Prism with a 1.6 liter. And some of the problems we found, he was always complaining about number one cylinder having oil in the spark plug hole. Well, what happened is this seal was just hanging in here. There's a little tab right there, and someone had changed the seal before, but they didn't put the tab back down. See how that tab's down? Here the tab is down. Here the tab's not all the way down. And then they had oil was getting on the timing belt because this seal here, it shouldn't have oil on this back side. This side should be dry, and it should be, there should be no oil. There should be a little bit of sealer in each one of these corners, which there wasn't. So what happens is the timing belt gets all full of oil. So I'm working on that, and the original problem it came in for is the water pump was going bad. And it wore out so much that it ground out the back housing of the pump also. And then we have a new hose for here, because you can see that hose is in really bad shape, and I don't think you can put it on when the water pump's on the vehicle. So then I was taking the motor mount off. I'll try and get the light to the side so we can still see, but you can see the threaded hole there. And then this one here, you can see where I've almost got it out. I drilled a hole through it and tried to get that out of there, and now I've got to move some because it goes inside the body well in there, but they tightened the bolt down, broke it off, and it had a bunch of grease over the outside of it. And what happened is, when they didn't have it sealed properly, you're supposed to put a little bit of black RTV on this corner here and on this corner back over here, and then you set the gasket down and put new seals and everything and torque it down. And then when they didn't have the seal properly on this, the little tab to hold it in, that seal kept coming off, and then oil, I don't know if we can see inside, but oil actually started leaking inside that spark plug cylinder in that tube, and then it would start to get a misfire from time to time. This engine has a lot of miles, but all the cam lobes still look pretty good. It's in pretty good shape. And so once I get this bolt out, then I can go ahead and change pull the cam pulley off and put a new seal on the camshaft here, because that seal is also leaking. And then there's another seal down here on the crankshaft that we're going to change that seal also. And then I'll get all the oil cleaned up in the front of this. The covers that go on the front of it are old too, but what we're going to do is everything's sealed back up again pretty well. But I just want to give a couple little tips. If people are taking things apart and they're working on stuff, they're not being thorough. Someone's being quick. They forget to bend one tab down, forget to put a little bit of silicone. Next thing you know, you got oil all over the timing belt. It looks like the front part of the pump was changed before, but they never changed the housing. Now, obviously not the hose behind it. So when you're doing this kind of work, you want to be very thorough. There's a bunch of good videos on YouTube besides mine that shows all kinds of ways to do things and to try and get the best optimal performance for the vehicle, for their car. The customer doesn't want to have to come back and have all these other little leaks and all these little problems going on. So I'm making this video so the customer and everybody else can see what happened by the way the other shop put the thing together. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.